the Essex Police grade. And there it is. Ladies and gents, seems to be spreading. Yeah, again, we haven't done the freedom of information on this one. But let's see if we can get someone we can speak to. Hello. I've come to talk about the signs in the station here about recording. This one here, actually. This one here. This video or audio recording allowed in these premises. Oh, so that's supposed to be bouncing up and down, isn't it? Yeah, it's just to do with video or recording because we've had a sort of a conversation with Southend and Basildon police stations, like the front desk, and like we've done a freedom of information request on these signs, and they're still waiting a classification. How long have these signs been up?
Which sign?
The no video or audio recording.
Oh, I don't know, it's true.
Hi there. It's like a film set round the back there. What's that about?
Just an interview it is with us.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Ah, right, got you. Oh. I thought you was doing work or something, no, like protecting from the sun, but it's actually police work, is it? There we go.
Thank you.
In fact, while we still can, let's have a quick look around. Got quite a friendly feel to it, I'll be honest. And there's quite a wide list on there, those sort of things. Delivered mail, non-delivered mail, domestic violence, stuff along those sort of lines. Sort of a reasonable size lobby. Not very clean, but I imagine this is quite an old station. No public toilets. Here, I wonder how long they've been. And what's extremely interesting about this particular station is it's got a very good confidential part here. So if anything, any details want to be given out confidentially, Grace Police Station, they do have that area within the front desk lobby. So that's superb, but it sort of dismisses the reasons why we shouldn't be allowed to film or record, particularly if it relates to your own the matter that you've come in to discuss, your personal matter. That's quite flash as well. Look, it's got custody. It's a custody phone, and you've got a screen on there. So enter the phone number and so forth. That's quite flash, doesn't it? I think I've seen one of those on the other end. Interesting. Oh, right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Much obliged. Well, they're very friendly. They've been very friendly up to now. Can't argue with that. We're just going to have a quick chat with an officer and ask what the status is. It's much the same as Basildon, I hope. There is something interesting from South Essex Partnership University NHS. Do you need support in custody or attending the magistrate's court? They have a team of experts who can help you in police custody or when attending court. They can help with housing, health, finance, therapy, social services. And there's a phone number there. And with the Criminal Justice Liaison and Division Service. Or else we can have another report.
Hello, sir.
Hello there. Yeah,
You all right?
I just coming about these signs.
Yeah,
Mate,
cool.
you know, I've been doing a bit of a investigation on them, and we did a freedom of information request
Okay.
on whether the signs are, you know, who made the decision to put the signs up. They started off in Southend, they went to Basildon, and now they're here.
Yes.
Now the freedom of information request has come back saying that they're still waiting classification.
Yeah, so essentially, just to let you know, for the purposes, I'm recording as well, but the reason these signs were put up
Yep.
is because when people come into this office,
Yes.
they like to report offences, they like to
Correct.
report and disclose quite
Yes.
sensitive
Yeah,
information.
yes, yeah.
So the last thing we would want is a member of the public coming up to the front counter here or going
Absolutely.
in this room disclosing
Well, I noticed,
sensitive
yeah.
information.
Yeah, I noticed this
Um,
area. This I've not seen this before, but that's
Yeah.
very good, isn't it? So if somebody did want to give personal details, they could go into that room and
And it will certainly reduce the noise level coming from that room.
Yeah.
However, it's not noise proof. So anyone recording this area,
No.
whether it be audio or video, might be able to pick up sensitive information.
let me explain to you. Like
Of course.
the first time I came in, this is at Southend station, and like I was recording my own details, like as the conversation I was having, and I had the phone face down. It wasn't a visual thing. It was just for my own information.
Yeah, of course.
When and I thought, just for good manners, I'll say I've made a recording, and then I was refused service and then thrown out, and under the threat of if you don't go, we'll throw you out.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
forcibly removed.
Yeah.
But they said. So that's when I made the freedom of information request. Then I went to Southend, but then Basildon, and now someone's told me that they're here as well.
Mm.
If they're here, why are they not everywhere else in the country? Why is it not a nationwide thing?
So I think a lot of them's going to be areas that are potentially targeted with that issue before. So if there's
Yeah.
been data breaches at certain places, then they might want to put them there. Now I can't comment on other areas.
No, you can't, but
if I haven't been to certain stations, I wouldn't know if they're there or not. I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it if you've been
Well,
there and there aren't signs.
At Basildon, like, you know, what I was quite pleased with is he was going to go and check for me. Like with they've got a freedom of information office.
Okay.
Is that correct? Is that correct?
Basildon.
I'm not sure where, somewhere where you can check, who's authorised these signs.
I mean, I imagine that there are teams that do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like you to check if you can, and I'll give you some details, and perhaps you can get in touch with me, like about who authorised them, and who's because they're spreading, you see.
Yes.
And until they're classified, until the
you can't-
classification
Yeah.
comes through, they shouldn't be up. Essentially, these are breaking the law.
Do you understand why they're up?
I do understand, and I totally, I'm someone who does understand. If somebody wants to come in, if I was hanging around outside the station here and somebody was feeling a bit nervous about coming in, it's unacceptable. You've got to be reasonable. However, the law is, if you're in a public area like this lobby, you are allowed to record. Like this seems to say, you're not allowed to do it. It's saying no, you're not allowed to do it, and it's not saying that you're breaking the law by doing it. But essentially, this sign is against the law. It's breaking the law in itself, you see.
I understand your concerns. Obviously, the last thing we would want here is data breaches of people, because a lot of the people we get here are vulnerable.
Yeah.
We get a lot of vulnerable people come through here,
Yeah.
and they've got a lot of sensitive information, and the last thing we would want to do is put them at risk.
So how do you feel if I'm recording at the moment? How do you feel? What's your comments about me filming at the moment? Like, because I'm breaching this policy.
There is no one here at this moment in time that is going to be at risk of a data breach.
That's correct. That's common sense.
Right now. Yeah.
If there's people here and there,
Absolutely.
and
And
some going to come at it a different way.
Absolutely.
If there wasn't someone,
I really respect that, because that's a good common sense. Like, and I'll leave. I don't mind if someone came in. I'd stop filming, and that's common sense, isn't it? So with some photographers, they say, "Oh, you can see it, you can film it, full stop." I don't see it that way. If you're standing on a pavement in a public place looking into someone's house, that's unacceptable. If you're filming a kiddie's playground, it's not acceptable.
Agreed.
If someone comes in and they're a victim of crime, it's not acceptable. But to the letter of the law, you're not breaking any laws. So these signs are sort of saying, in a police station, you come in and you see a sign up like that, you think it's law. But it's not. I mean, it's not even policy at the moment until it gets classification. So I'd just like you to check for me. But like, you two, it seems very, very common sense. Because I don't see much common sense in the police at the moment.
Do you not? Oh,
No.
that's
So
a shame.
like, I can see you two young officers, and I'm really pleased that you've looked at it that way. That it's like it should be a balance between keeping things confidential and sort of like, you know, and having the freedom to sort of film in a free country. And like these signs are, you know, that's the reason that I've only come in for that reason. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Could you find out for me? Could you just do an investigation, like, to find out whether these signs should yet be up?
I can certainly ask questions. Have you considered contacting the 101 service?
Yeah, I've run into. Yeah, I have run into a bit of a brick wall.
What did they say, the quality of service team?
What, the quality of service team? Oh, I haven't been through to them, but like I have spoken to 101 over the phone, and like you get sent from one place to the other. To
what I recommend.
Yeah.
When you call 101, you go through to the normal the communications officers that take calls normally.
Right. Yeah.
What you want to do is go through to the switchboard and ask to speak to the quality of service team.
Right.
So what they deal with, they deal with any complaints with officers, any issues you've had in the station.
Really? Right.
They'll look at it, and what they'll do is they'll see if it's something that can be decimated and dealt with by the normal local command, or if it's something that has to go higher up.
Yeah.
Something like that, if I'm honest, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't lie to you and say yes or no.
Yeah.
It certainly wouldn't have been someone of our rank that decided to put the signs up.
No,
I imagine it would have been someone slightly higher up, but
Yeah.
the quality of service team, what you can do is you can request to speak to a supervisor.
Yeah.
They'll have more knowledge on the
Okay, I
situation.
think I'll take that. I think I'll take that view.
Yeah.
We are in a police station, so but just to confirm, what's the policy on your body worn?
So I'm filming every interaction, basically for my protection, your protection.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, quite early on, I made
But
sure
is it not policy to identify that you're doing that? And, well,
I told you quite early on that I was recording. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I think that it's slightly different inside a police station, or in and around a police station. You don't have to, but you can't.
To be honest, it's not compulsory to film every interaction.
Yeah.
I like to. It's for everyone's protection.
Yeah, I missed that.
And it's also a learning process. If I make a mistake here today,
yeah.
I can review my body worn and I can actually improve on my mistakes.
Okay, that's
but yeah, I mean, if you are concerned, I'm sure if you go through your video, you'll see that I know my job.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, fellas. I mean, that's really good. I mean, I'm really impressed with like the way you've handled yourself. So that's very good. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. See you later now. See you later now. Bye bye. Bye bye. So there you go, guys. It's Grays Police Station. I think so, Derek. Yeah, so we're going to get in touch with the service team, but they've got 1, 2, 3. They've got one on the door here, and 2. But there it is, a friendly station. I think those officers were quite good actually, up and coming young officers. And there's the police sign with the crown on top. That one's got a crown on top. So that's there you go, guys. Grays. Essex Police Grays. Good station. Yeah, and just to get a general overview of the actual station, we've got some gates there, and relatively large building. There's some units around here on this side. Let's have a quick look. Goodness knows what's going on there. Seems like some sort of film shoot or something. Trying to covertly film. It's difficult for these. These are quite good, these, aren't they? These are quite good, these signs. They're taking an interview. Someone, I've never seen anything like that before. We'll try and zoom in a bit. No, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. They're conducting an interview apparently inside the station, and they put a screen up with some lights on it. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. God knows what's going on. If anyone knows, please put it in your comments at the bottom. They're conducting an interview, and they've got loads of lock, and yeah, so they've got a screen up. Guy standing there, the window's open, I mean, goodness only knows what's going on. I think because they want to put some light onto the subject. I did ask the guy, he said he was going to be doing an interview. So that's very bizarre, isn't it? Window open, I suppose because they haven't got room for the lighting in there perhaps. But that's very thorough. Anyway, some police units there. A wagon and some other cars. Nothing much. No quabbling today. Quabbling, squabbling. But yeah. So there's the overview of Gray's office, and yeah, not a bad place. Not a bad place. And lo and behold, I think I've upset the guy in the window. He's leaning out the window now, like sort of, you know, that shield thing. So I'm standing behind the unit, just taking a picture of the unit. But behind this unit is that screen thing, a mystery screen thing. Weird. And they've noticed me taking film. And there's the other side of the screen. See, it's keeping. And I've never seen anything like that before. They've got a big light up. It looks like a film set. Really weird. Right, well I won't looking. They obviously don't want me to see something. It's very odd, isn't it? There's the back side of the station. There's some forensic units, and then up there. What the heck's going on up there? It does look like a bit like a film set. Look, you look up there. It's very strange, isn't it? Very different. And that's the Grays police station. Oh. Here's the backside gates. I believe there would be some sort of custody suite here. I'm pretty sure there is. If you look at those windows, it looks like the custody suite's on the first floor there, which is unusual, I think. So there we have it, folks. Grays police station. Thanks for watching. Got any comments on that screen thing? I've never seen anything like that before. Please let me know. Okay. Stay safe, keep going, and peace. Just out of interest, a little trick that I learnt from Auditing Britain was that I'm now using the phone as a mirror, because I believe that after filming that screen, they are following me. So I'm not sure, they're in plain clothes, so I can't be certain yet, but let's wait and see. So here comes the car that I was interested in. Yeah, yes it is, you see. That's 2 police officers. Look, they're in that car. They've just come out to follow me. Yep, there was 2 police officers in that car. So, yeah, that's the one I was interested in. Thank you for that, Auditing Britain. Oh, I can smell gas there. So there they are, at the traffic lights there, look. Comes the car that I was interested in. Filming that screen, they are following me. So I'm not sure, they're in plain clothes, so I can't be certain yet, but let's wait and see. So here comes the car that I was interested in. Yep, there was 2 police officers in that car. So yeah, that's the one I was interested in. Thank you for that, Auditing Britain. Oh, I can smell gas there. So there they are, at the traffic lights there, look. Oh, in a bit of a hurry to get moving, by the looks of it. I'll be interested. Yeah, look, they don't know where to go now. Right, let's see if they come back. So they've gone down that way, to come back round. But I thought so. I thought they would do that, and they did. And if any police do see this, I'm not doing anything wrong. I've got in there to talk about signs. I think you'll agree this is going to go onto YouTube, and also that I haven't got any footage of the thing they were trying to hide. I don't know whatever that was. I wonder what though. God, I do wonder what. I wish I could find out for you, but I'm not privy to that information. Oh, I thought they were going to come and speak to me, but I'm not privy to that information. Oh, I thought they were going to come and speak to me, but if anyone remembers the Dukes of Hazzard, JD Hogg, the policeman. No, this is Hogg Lane. I'm not going to say anything about pigs or nothing, but the police station appears to be in Hogg Lane.